Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Vendetta. This is Map29, Fire Walk with me, and as you can see we've got 346 monsters and 3 secrets. So let's get on with this one. We get the backpack from the start, which is nice, and then we navigate this precarious ledge, being super careful with my momentum. And into this opening area, because of the Berserk pack, I can risk a bit of health damage here to get some infighting. Okay, that's my health damage risked. Let's go back and replenish. So hopefully they'll do a bit of work while I deal with punching out the imps. Just punching here gives me a bit of Berserk practice. Definitely not a strong suit of mine. Okay, missed. There we go. Okay, just managed to nip out of that one. Oops. That's pretty good. When I say it's good, it's unusually good for me. Not taking a hit yet, and that's my last imp. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm so happy I'm going to take this guy on. That's pretty unusual for me. But there'll be no bravado if I feel my run is in danger. I'll give up pretty quickly. That is pretty good. Alright, what else do we got? A little bit more infighting there, why not? I was hoping if there was a Mancubus in the background it'd be firing in. Might help us out a little bit. Any Mancubus? Not that I can see. Come on. I actually don't want to punch out these Barons. Not that I would be able to if I tried, but I want to keep the run going in a good way. Not worth taking the risk. Oh wow, the Mancubus are gone. So you must have taken some damage. Yeah. Okay, let's just tidy up this opening area. Pinkies next, sorry, and then the imps. And then we've got one archvile. We've got 20 shells, so we're good to go in and look after it. One good shot, second good shot, get my cover. That's alright. Alright, get plasma, nice. So this area is all ready. We had extra health and stuff around, we didn't need it, but make sure you grab the shells before you leave. Alright, this extra area, I was being quite cavalier with my health because we get the Megasphere here anyway. I'm going to drop onto a BFG, keep spamming the BFG until it's dry. So here we go. Lots of evidence, this is rough. I'm going to hog the boundary of the Revenants, try and stay close to them. And then horseshoe around and back through. Archie is in, Archie hit me. Thank you, Archie. Horseshoe again. Any Revenants, just get rid of that. In here. Mancubi are coming. I want that Archie. There you are. Okay, push through here. Hope that wasn't a mistake. Come on. Okay, they're down. Okay, health is okay, not incredible. Wow, I think I processed that pretty effectively. So in here, I picked up some more cells. I flipped that switch because it brings us to the exit, and I was just wondering are there any more. There we go. I'm going to save my plasma. Is there another one? Yeah, I can hear the breathing. Oh wow, I hate relying on a wall to protect me from a Mancubus. That's good. Now there are Medi kits around, but if you really need them and you're rushing and you're trying to avoid Revenants, picking them up from the roots of trees is very easy to get entangled, and you can have quite a lot of trouble with it. So be careful with that. This has gone quite well for me, but we flipped the switch, so now we can see some Revenants here. Sorry, Archviles here. Let's get rid of them. Should I risk this? Yeah, that worked out. Saved myself a shot. Right, in here, chain gunners. They've got to go down quickly. And doesn't go any quicker than that. That was pretty sweet. Alright, let's clear up the top here. I backed into that corner because we get rockets up there. I think that's everything. Yeah, they're all down. Can't really see it that well. And then we're going to go up top. Now, up top here is a bit of a mess because of this cyber and all the stuff that gets in the way with it. So let's get an infight started at least. And I want to get rid of these imps because they're just scamming me. Grab some more here. Okay, so we're looking in good shape. One thing I don't like here is the archvile. kind of cramps me a little bit doing this. You can hear it attacking me. If it gets on top of me, like it can see me from certain areas, so it's quite tough to deal with. I'm not good enough with cybers to be relaxed about this. So you can see the issue there. As it's targeting me, I lose my range of motion. Okay. That wasn't great, but it did the job. Not going to risk my run on it. There we go. One more. Yeah. Spectre on the stairs, and then grab all the stuff up here. And we get the yellow key. That's the main thing we're looking for. Up to... Well, I forgot the rocket launcher. Let's hop in here. So when we're leaving here, make sure you don't leave with this, without this rocket launcher. Any health or things, any last bits you can pick up, just now's the time to grab them. Run up here. And a couple of rockets into these lost souls. Does a good job, and then finish off like that. Okay, drop back in here. We have left all that health if we wanted it, but we don't need it right now. And we've got some pain elementals. Okay. Try not to take too much health damage, just watch out. There we go. Any other lost souls. And then pick up all the items. Now, if we progress into this area, we're going to get a whole train of Archies coming in. So get ready with the rocket launcher and just spam it. There we go. Not sure exactly where the trigger is, but it's around there somewhere. There's another Archie coming, so come on. Oh, trying to get cover. This is pretty awkward. Come on. Another one. Yeah. There's probably one after this as well. One more. Oh, I don't feel comfortable to go in. I feel like something's going to arrive. So let me just put on the BFG. No, it looks clear. Let's tidy up here. I can't see anything. I think that's the point. Good. Throw on the rocket launcher again. And then when we go over the top here, spam the rocket launcher into the cave that opens. Make sure you take down the chain gunner and the revenant. That's pretty good. Right, grab all the bits. Don't forget the shells on either side. We've got the red key now, so we can progress further into the citadel. And we've got two Archies that are now in this closet at the start. Let's wake one of them up. Just focus one at a time. Wow, that was a bit too tight. Just back off a little bit into the corners where you need a bit of space. And the other one, just try and pen it in. Okay. Not quite what it's looking for, but I've got some space. That'll do. Okay, so there are some stim packs on either side. We didn't need them now, which is nice. Don't even need the armor, so I might come back for that. And then let's just process this area initially. Might try and get a little bit of an infighter, just for a bit of fun. There you go. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work. We can just finish them off with a super shotgun. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, who's going to win? There we go. Okay, so our problem is, in this area here, we've got a cyber demon. I want to take it down. It's quite awkward to deal with. There's not a huge amount of space in here. I could run through, bring in some barons, or even use the cackles to try and infight it, but it gets really messy really quickly. So I'm just going to try and take it straight on. Let's get rid of you. So when I walk through there, I'll teleport up top for the secret, grab the soul sphere, drop down, and I'll be 1-on-1 with the cyber. So this is a bit messy. Health is okay, armor's okay, but I'm not going to take a rocket full on. So let's hop in here, walk forward so you're not against the back wall. Okay, spamming a bit. Okay, I tucked that one right in the face. Now I'm in trouble. Let's grab that. Oh, there's an infight there, and he just killed the cyber for me. So, my cyber 1-on-1 ninja is not incredible at the moment. Let's grab the 2 stim packs here. We do have medikits outside as well, but now we're 100 again, which is good. I've been running this for probably 2 hours now, and this is the furthest I've got. I've died a load of times in the opening area, which isn't even that challenging. So, let's keep moving in here. I'm going to run in, wake stuff up. Get all those chain gunners coming through. Just watch out, because things will be out to get you. Oh, see the lows. Oh wow! they lose their focus really quickly because the chain gunners all kill each other. So just keep an eye on them, which I wasn't doing. And rockets are incredibly effective. As is just showing yourself and letting them shoot themselves. It's pretty effective as well. And then up top is the bit that worries me here, up where that blue key is. Wow. Late teleporter at 20% health, it's not ideal. So let's grab a bit of health. I think we've got some here. And over here. Some shells and things with it. And then you can grab all the ammo here. If that's useful to you. And let me just progress. I was going to go back and get a Midi kit, but we're not too bad for health at the moment. Not at the level where I'm worried about it, at least. Okay, in here, we've got 2 barons. Let's try and take them down. Come on. Just give myself a little bit of space. Good. In here, we've got some more. So pick up one of those and the rockets, and then just spam rockets into this other side. So walk in to start the teleporters. You're going to get an archvile, which is the first thing we want to take down. I like to back into this space like this, and just hold down the rocket launcher, spam away, and just a little bit side to side if you need to. But just be careful with the rocket launcher, you don't end up rocketing yourself. I'm going to keep a couple of rockets. Oh wow, didn't want that damage. Oh. Got another lost soul coming. Alright. So it's looking pretty good. Have a look around here for things you can pick up. I'm going to grab this stuff. Going to hop in here and get this moving. Got to kind of wriggle through the gaps in this one. Just watch out for your imps. Line them all up. And then, how risky do you want to be with this? One risk you could take is this. Pretty messy. Just run over and back. That's going to churn a whole load of mess. Mancubi aren't happy, that's all good. Chain gunners aren't happy, that's all good too. I'll let it quieten out a little bit and then I'll start taking it down. Over 300 kills, so we're doing pretty good. And they're doing some good damage on the Mancubi. Starting to slow down. So let's help out a little bit. The Mancubus at the end looks like it's still involved in infighting, so it's leaving it alone. Oh, it's out again. And I can hear chain gunners breathing, so there's still some around to be careful with. So let's just spam off the edge of the wall. That's not bad. And at the top, I've got a few up the very top. That's it. Alright, cleared out that area. And then in here I can hear some revenants. I don't really want to use my last rockets actually, but they are penned in here, so we can be a little bit sly and just shoot them like this. Peekaboo shoot them. Come on. Okay. They're all down, all this is done. You can go up here. We actually don't need any of the chain gun ammo. We'll just work up along the edges of this up to the top. Got another secret. Got a mega armor, which is nice, and we can progress into the next section. I am, I'm still a little bit conscious of my health, but let's relieve these imps from their misery. Work back up top here, and into this area. Now this is a bit of a funny area. I like to provoke lots of fighting. There's a spider mastermind, you kind of need them on your side. If you don't get them on your side, you're in trouble with this. So let's show myself. There we go. Come on, spider, you need to shoot at me. So I want the spider shooting because it's not got a good aim. There you go. And then once it's firing in this direction, it tends to bring all the rest of it in. That's my little plan. And then, 3 shots, gotta get over here, wake up the rest of it and bring it in too. There is an archvile up top that's trying to get to us. We can get back out here. While that's churning up a little bit, I'm going to go and grab my health. Okay, so work our way back through here. You can wiggle back up through this, and then we're back into this area. So we've left medikits outside. Let's grab them. It's funny, like in practice I haven't needed to go back for health, but it's actually taken a couple of efforts to get this far, so I'm quite keen to stay alive. And I don't think there's any more health lying around. Did I leave one here? I did. Let's take the 10% on that one. And back out. Wriggle through. Over to the end. I hope they haven't all pathed over to the entrance. Oh, the Spider-Man was gone. Okay, so let's deal with the rest. Unusual for the spider has cleared the room. Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, you can hear it, Archie. Come on. Come on, not being very effective with that. Let's change. There we go. Alright, it's down. Now, there's a funny secret here. I think it's shooting these two walls. I'm not quite sure. Something like that. And it opens this. And then you can teleport up where the arch file was. And you get the soul sphere. And that's our last secret. Which is cool. And then we can keep going. If you've left any chain gunners alive here, be careful. You might want to shoot ahead or something. But if there's anything alive in here where the blue key was, you need to take it down. And it didn't pick up the blue key. Wow, amazing. Alright, the blue key is kind of in a bit of a funnel over there, so you need to be careful to get it up properly. You have to stand in a precise location. So I'm going to have to route that again. Not a very clean run, this one. A couple of times re-navigating or going back for backpack or for medikits and stuff. But it is what it is. So let's go and get that blue key. I can't tell if anything else will have spawned here, so just be a little bit careful. Yeah, it is. Lucky I got a stun there. Let me BFG, this one is better. Okay, let's go and get our blue key. So I think we're good for all of our secrets. We've got one kill left, and that's the final cyber. So we just need the blue key to get to that cyber. Walk in here, and I just need to pick that up. That was it. Alright, last one here is the final cyber. We've actually got a bit of space to maneuver for this one, so I'm hoping I can take it down in a clean way, but I'm not going to risk things. So get your shot in. Didn't even shoot. You know what? It's so much more challenging with those when the cyber doesn't shoot. When it shoots, you've got something to work around. But this map's been a little bit more of a churn for me than I expected. Very interesting map, really enjoyed it, but it's taken a couple of hours to get past it, and main reason for that was just dying loads in the opening sections. So just a couple areas where you could die. The imps at the start, where I tended to mess around a lot with Berserk Pack, the Berserk Pack and that, and I died plenty of times just playing around with it, which is a bit of a waste of time, but I think it was useful for my training in Berserk punching. After that, there's the big Revenant pit, loads of Revenants there, easy to die in that, but also, even if I got through the Revenant successfully, sometimes I might trip up with the Mancubi on it, just being a bit too strong-headed going in with a BFG and getting kind of hung out with all the Mancubus projectiles. And then some issues with the cybers, but nothing as heavy as other maps. But basically just a couple of points of the map where you could die, just meaning it took me a couple of times to get my single segment on this. As I say, probably 2 hours, maybe a little less than 2 hours of work to get through it. But I had a nice strategy for this one, so I was very, very confident coming in that I was going to be able to complete it. So main sections for me: drop into the big skeleton pit, grab the BFG, keep spamming until it's dead, do the horseshoe maneuvers, but try and move around just very close to the boundaries of the skeletons. That worked really well for me, where it tended to skim off some of the projectiles that were coming, and at the same time kept some of the revenants close enough that they weren't firing at you. So that worked quite well for me. Then get in, pick up your cells, and finish everything off there as best you can. You grab the yellow key at the end of all of that, you get into the Citadel. When you're in the Citadel, you get that Archie train coming out. Once it starts, I think they keep coming. I think there's 5 Archies in total to teleport in. So just keep a spam of rockets going and then duck in and out. If you're not comfortable with it, might be better to go to BFG, but it's quite awkward to get close enough to deal with them. So just find a good method that works for you with that. After that, you get the blue key with the Spider Demon. and sorry, you get the red key and you go deeper into the map. Then we get the blue key, killed off the spider demon. The spider demon infight worked really, really well for me on this time. Even if it doesn't, though, I always try and provoke that infight because there's a lot of stuff in that room, and once it all starts churning up, you know, it's really, really helpful to get out of the way. It's really helpful to get the spider distracted. Normally, though, I'm there to take the spider down with the last BFG shot, but this time I was off getting medi kits at the time, but still worked quite well for me. And then the final cyber was actually really, really scary. Normally that cyber is not too challenging for me, so I can do kind of a two-shot approach to taking it down because there isn't so much, you're not so heavily contained as you are in some of the other fights that I've had. But on this one, the cyber didn't fire, and actually that's really, really difficult for me to deal with. Much easier when you get the first shot, you line up, you go side to side with it, and then I've got my rhythm. When it's not firing but it's walking towards you, it's closing down your space really quickly, and it starts to get really, really worrying. So I ended up just spamming the BFG at it, but that was more than enough to take it down. So this is a really good map, another Anders Johnsen one, so quite tough and punishing in places, small arenas with cybers and things in it, but actually this one hasn't been too bad. I've gotten through it relatively quickly, so definitely a challenging map, definitely took me 2 solid hours to get through, but at the same time fairly confident I was going to make this one relatively quickly, so I'm pretty happy with that. I've really enjoyed this one, hope you guys have too, and I'll see you in the next one. We pick up the backpack from the start. We've got a precarious ledge. Come on, Hell Knight, I'll take you on. What do I want to do with the Baron? I think I want to punch the Baron. Okay, well, that wasn't going to work. I've only 16% health, so one hit, and I'm done. Given I struggled... Given I struggled. Alright, another punch. And dead. Come on. Alright, that's going to bring out some Manky Bite. And I can get around here, so I'm going to go for it. Oh, that absolutely got on top of me. And I'm going to get the BFG back on, because these guys are coming out. Oops. I was being a bit too bold with that one. Let's you get in. One solid hit. And then I'll take it down. Come on. Oh. Wow. Where was my dodge? Oh, wow. That was foolish. Okay. Okay. What's up, Cybe? Oh, don't go to the back. I didn't even move. Don't want to get too close. I can't really afford to take any damage here. Oh, wow. Here it is. So do you want to fire? No. Oh, wow. Straight. Wow.